Hey there, my name is Beth, and I wanted to take a minute to walk you through some of the mistakes that I see small businesses make with their Facebook ads all the time. So I wanted to walk you through what some of them are so you don't fall prey to them, and to give you some ideas of some things that you can do instead. So the first one that I see small businesses do a lot is they try to sell upfront, meaning that they're always asking for the sale. Now, if your product is a smaller price point, like maybe you sell ice cream or beer or something like that, it's okay to do that because people will make an impulse purchase of like a few bucks or something like that. So not necessarily as relevant to you if you're selling products with a lower price point. However, if you're selling products with a higher price point, like in the thousands of dollars, like real estate, garage doors, custom fencing, that sort of thing, things that people are probably going to research before they buy and they're not going to impulse buy it, you definitely want to take the time to allow people to get to know, like, and trust you, because they're going to buy from people they know, like, and trust. And they're not going to impulse buy something that expensive. That's going to be a very thought out decision. So a way to get around that instead is to, always have your message out there for people so they, see you and they know who you are. But don't always be selling. Instead, help people, give them some tips and tricks that, that you owning your business know that maybe the average consumer doesn't. So use that to help educate them and help them and establish that know, like, and trust factor so that when it comes time for people to buy whatever product or service you offer, you're the first person that they think of. And this kind of piggybacks on another point I'll have later that we'll kind of come back to and touch on a little bit more. The second one that I see small businesses do quite often is not giving their ads enough time or enough money. Now, we always think, social media is so instant and so instantaneous that we always expect it to work just as fast as we can post things. Now, you can set up an ad in probably under an hour, to be perfectly honest. But don't forget that social media marketing is still marketing, just like any other. It still takes multiple exposures to your brand for people to get comfortable enough seeing you to remember you when it does come time to buy. So one things I'll see business owners saying all the time is, oh, I had an ad running for a week and it didn't do anything. It's like, well, you gave it a week. The average conversion rate on Facebook, and this is across all industries, so this is people selling products for a few bucks to people selling really expensive products. The average conversion rate for that to happen is 42 days. So if you've been running an ad for a few days and you aren't getting any results or anything like that, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You might just have to be patient. And something that kind of falls into this as well is not spending enough. Anything less than $5 a day with Facebook ads, it's really hard to gain traction. So you definitely want to make sure that you're spending at least $5 a day. So if you're spending anything less than that, it's going to be really, really difficult to have your ads show to enough people to really make much of a difference. So that's another one that I see business owners doing quite a bit. Another one which piggybacks onto the first one is going after the 3% or whatever it is of the market that is ready to buy. Now, again, this is kind of one of those things that's more relevant for higher ticket products and services than, less expensive ones. But the idea is that if you think of your ideal market, right? So maybe let's say you use real estate. People buy, the average person, unless you invest in real estate, but they're a much smaller portion of the market. So let's say like the average person who's buying a home, right? That's something they only do maybe a few times in their life. So if you're always running ads that say, hey, buy this home, buy this home, buy this home, that's such a small amount of the market that's actually ready to buy right now, okay? So what you want to do instead is use your ads to help get your name out and your visibility out to people and help them. Help them get to know, like, and trust you. Post informational videos or helpful content that, you and whatever your business is specially designed to help people with. Like if it's going back to real estate. So if you do real estate, that could be like 5 tips for first-time home buyers. As a real estate agent, you can easily rattle those off for sure. I'm sure if you are real estate and you're watching this video, you've probably got a few of them running through your head as it is. So take the time to use your specific knowledge related to your business to help ideal clients. Think about who they are, the things that they struggle with when it comes to whatever products and services that you offer, and help educate them. So this not only helps establish that know, like, and trust factor, but secondly, if you're always staying top of mind with them, then you're going to be the one that they call and they talk to when they are ready to buy whatever it is you have to offer. So don't always go after the people that are ready to buy right now, because that's going to be a much smaller portion of the market. Instead, take the time to go after the other part of the market that isn't necessarily ready to buy right now, but when they are, they'll be certain to think of you first. Okay, so that's going to be huge, especially for people who offer higher ticket sale items. So, always do that education, always do that helping. Another one is that small business owners sometimes want people to sign up for something or, purchase something like right from their website. And that's all great and fine, or even like sign up for like a free consult or a free estimate. That's a really great idea, and that's a great application of what Facebook ads can be used for. The problem comes in when business owners aren't using a good landing page. And if that sounds fancy or confusing, don't worry. Landing pages, all that means is the page that somebody gets taken to when they click on your ad. So they click on your ad and they're taken to another page to maybe sign up for something or schedule a consult or something like that. That would be the landing page. So what that basically means is you want as few distractions on that page as possible. Because if you have other distractions, like maybe you have a portfolio of your work or past jobs you've completed, or you have links out to your contact page and your About Us page and everything, people are going to land on that page and then they're going to say, oh, what's this? And then they're going to click off of the page that has what they're supposed to be doing on it and onto something else. And in 2 minutes, they've forgotten why they're even there. So whatever it is you're trying to get people to do on a landing page or, whatever page you're bringing them to, make sure that's the only thing they can do. Maybe, one picture, some short text, but make sure it's the only thing they can do is whatever it is you want them to do on that page, and they can't click out of it or link out of it easily. So that's another one. Again, some small businesses will utilize that feature if they do consults, if they do free estimates and that sort of stuff, and some won't. So, but just keep that in mind if you fall under that umbrella. Another one is not following up. See, as a business owner and just as a person in general, you know how life gets. You get busy, you forget to get back to an email, it slides to the bottom of your inbox, or, you forget to call back on somebody. Guess what? Your clients are people just like you. They have things that fall to the bottom of their inbox. They forget to follow up with people. Same thing. So when you have a lead that comes in, follow up with them. Get in touch with them. Don't just email them once, email them 3 to 5 times. I've had some people say that you should email people or, call them until they give you an answer, but I think that's a little bit too much. So test it. If this is your business, test it. If you find that you usually get a response from people along the 4th email, you may want to say that your follow-up series goes to at least 4 follow-ups. So that's another one, is that people get leads and then they don't follow up with them. And then kind of related to this is that they won't follow up soon. So if you get a lead come in through Facebook ads or social media marketing and you wait 2 or 3 days to, get back to them, well, they maybe have already forgotten that they filled it out. They may have found a different solution. They may not be as excited about it or as in the moment as when they first signed up, and you might lose them. So as soon as you can, follow up with the leads that you get. It'll not only, increase your sales and that kind of stuff and your inquiries and all that, but it will also impress the people who have, inquired with you. Like, wow, the things you usually hear is like, wow, I didn't expect you to get back to me right away. That's so awesome. They're usually impressed with that kind of thing. So keep that in mind. Another one that I see is not testing. So as a business owner, you know your clientele pretty well. more than likely. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you know the type of marketing that will resound with them the best. You may have a general idea, but you may not know specifics, like maybe different types of pictures or different ad copy or something like that. So one of the things I see that small business owners do a lot is they'll try one ad for a week and then say, oh, it never worked, it's a scam. And it's like, well, okay, first of all, going back to, one of our earlier tips, not giving it long enough, that's part of the problem. But the other one is, it's like, maybe it was just that ad. Maybe it was just how you had it worded. Maybe it was the picture you used. Maybe it was the ad objective. You don't know unless you're testing it. So when I run ads, I'm always testing things. I'm testing images, ad copy, campaign objectives, audiences, all of that stuff. I'm always testing it and watching the statistics to see which ones are performing the best. And then over a period of time of watching stuff, I'll turn off the ones that are underperforming and then put the money towards the ones that are performing the best. That's one of the ways to make sure that the ads you're working with are always performing as best as they can for the audience that you're giving them to. So those are a couple, 7 things that you can do like as small business owners that will dramatically increase the effectiveness of your ads. So if you have any other questions on anything that I've said here, by all means, please use the contact form and send me an email address. And my email is also listed on my contact page. So that's it. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you. Bye.